Photos.
Hello guys and welcome. Today we'll be doing a simple composite. As you can see, a kitty looking at some green soldiers. Let's check it out. This is our basic photography. As you can see, most of this is already done. We really need to set up only the kitty. So on Unsplash, let's type on cat and we already have our cat. Huge shout out to Edgar, thanks for sharing this so we can use this for free. And let's place our kitten. Let's set the opacity for 50%, it will be easier for us to see the background. And let's just settle with the cat in a place that the kitty will actually look at the green soldier that is in the depth of field, that is the most sharp. It looks pretty much okay. So, the usual. First masking, then we will color grade the kitty, and then we'll probably have to add some blur to it because it's too sharp in comparison with the rest of the image. As you can see, only one green plastic soldier is sharp, all the rest is blurred. They are out of the depth of field, so we pretty much will have to add something and do something about that. Okay, so let's start with masking. Select the masking brush, the selection brush. Set all layers because we will want to mask the kitty and unmask or uncheck the green soldiers. It will take a while, but remember, the biggest precision is actually here. We will have to do this really precisely, so the effect will be a lot better. Okay guys, so the selection looks pretty awesome. Let's just take a look. Yeah, it's pretty much okay. Let's go with the whiskers. Now we would love those whiskers to be perfectly selected so we can actually see this. Try to use the refine method with the mate option. And as you can see, unfortunately it doesn't always work that well. Well, we'll have to just simply live with this. I won't change no other options just because we want to make a rough selection and we are learning. We are not doing this for a client. If you want to go full ass perfectionism on that, feel free. Hit me up in the comments section on how did you do it, how it went. Oh, for example, can you hear? It's great, really nice selection. Probably because the whisker was very in much contrast with the background. Let's try to go with those again. I feel that the size of the brush is actually what makes the selection a lot easier and is actually providing the possibility for those whiskers to be selected. So remember, the smaller the brush, the bigger the precision, but unfortunately more work we need to do. Okay guys, now output is for the mask, and let's this add for the kitty. We can of course edit the mask alone. Okay, so pretty much we're done, I would say. It looks pretty decently, but now, color grading and the blur effect. So the fur is already pretty much in the same color as the background and the foreground, as you can see. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. The kitty has a nice fur. It's pretty much very nicely selected photo, so it's a lot easier for us now. But let's add contrast. Contrast will also add us the color. The intensity will be greater because the contrast will be greater. Okay, so this matches a lot better, I would say. As you can see, the ass of the kitty is actually white because those are the highlights, as I can imagine. Let's check. Yeah, those are the highlights. So pretty much the kitty is lit from the right side and the soldiers are being lit from the left side. It usually is a problem. We should flip the kitty around, something like that, but for this particular composite, it looks pretty decently. Let's just lower down the highlights, open up the shadows, I mean the classic, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so I would say we're good. And pretty much the colors are very nice. Everything is, even with the part of the kitty, is grayish bluish, and everything else is pretty much yellowish and muddy orange. Let's add the blur of the lens. It's pretty much the same effect, more or less the same effect as when the autofocus does not hit our target. We just need to blur the kitty a little bit so it will make the effect that the kitty is actually some distance behind those soldiers. Okay, this is obviously too much. Yeah, so this is like when it is perfect, because we can see the soldier is pretty blurry. This is of course perfectly sharp. The first one in the background is also blurred, so the kitty, but the kitty is bigger, so there should be a lot more detail actually than in the small soldier. And I would pretty much stick with this. Let's click apply, and yeah, guys, pretty much there's that. It was a simple Affinity Photo tutorial how to add a simple element, in this case a kitten, to our background with our green plastic soldiers. Remember about masking, color grading, eventually blurry elements, so it will actually provide us with the perspective that everything is made in the same photography. Because if you would have the same sharp depth of field in multiple elements of the frame, yeah, it will tell us right away that it's photoshopped. But still, thanks for tuning in, guys. See you later, and have a nice day.